Hello, Travis Stewart here from Canton, North Carolina. Glad to be at the Santa Barbara Old Time Fiddlers Convention. Wish we could be there in person. Everybody wishes they could be there in person, but we're here and we can enjoy it this way. And so glad to be here. I remember being out there 3 or 4 years ago. Out there, I had a great time. It's just beautiful. The campground was so nice when Kirk and I were out there. But hopefully we'll be out there again in person and see everybody out there. And hope you enjoy my concert and see you down the road. Bye. Well, keeping with the Western North Carolina banjo traditions, this tune played by most all banjo players, kind of a showpiece. An Arkansas Traveler. I got it from Jerry Adams in Madison County, a great two-finger player, and he incorporated all different kinds of style of two-finger into one tune. You know, he up, pick, and brush. Just had a great. He's around a lot of the old two-finger pickers around Madison County, and then too, Bill McElrath. There's a good video and recordings of him playing this tune. He's a noted performer at the Mountain Dancing Folk Festival. Bill McElrath, great clogger and banjo and guitar player. I think he had a couple of 45s he made on the Swan Noah label over there. But this is just a good old Western North Carolina tune, a way of playing a good old tune, Arkansas Traveler. So next I'm going to play Red Wing on the banjo. It's my grandmother's favorite tune. Her dad was a fiddle player, and it was her favorite tune to hear. Trevor and I would spend the nights over there and bring her a banjo and fiddle, and she would always ask us to play this tune. So it's been a favorite of mine on the banjo, and everybody played this tune. And, it's just one of those old standards. It's just a great tune. So Red Wing. Next time we'll do Home Sweet Home from a three-finger style banjo. Probably used to see Snuffy Jenkins a lot, and all the very old three-finger banjo players around. He used to go to Fiddlers Grove, and all the old banjo players played this. All played in different keys and different ways. There's one that you can do the twist. Raymond Fireshell had a version of it where you didn't use the Scruggs tuners. He just used his hands up here and stuff. But it's just a really great banjo tune. It was written by John Howard Payne in, I think, 1832 or something like that. And what made me really like the tune, I always tried to play it in a three-finger kind of style, was I read in the book Trail of Tears by John Ely. There's a story in there about, I think, John Howard Payne came down to decide with the Cherokee Indians against the removal. He was coming down to talk, and the politicians, and kind of helping the Cherokee out. So he was jailed somewhere in North Georgia, southern part of the Cherokee Territory, maybe North Georgia, East Tennessee, somewhere down along there. He was jailed, and when he was put in jail, the stockade jail, probably somebody was whistling this tune. And he turned around and said, I composed this tune. The lyrics, I don't think he composed the melody, but he written the lyrics of this tune, Home Sweet Home. And of course the prisoner's like, no, you didn't. And so it's just kind of a funny little anecdote about Home Sweet Home. But yeah, all the Earl Scruggs is just amazing. This version he played, and I kind of play a more old time three-finger version, but just a great tune. Home Sweet Home. So next I want to do an Elizabeth Cotten tune, In the Sweet By and By. She's one of my favorite guitar players and banjo players, North Carolina Piedmont blues legend, and along with Etta Baker. She's a great guitar player and both banjo players too. But I had been listening to her piece, In the Sweet By and By, that she recorded on guitar with her two-finger style. She calls it a cotton picking style. It's just a beautiful, one of the beautiful pieces of music ever recorded to hear Elizabeth Cotten play In the Sweet By and By. So I kind of transposed it to this banjo tune I've been playing, Rubens tuning, kind of all during the pandemic and staying at home. I'd been playing a lot. I leave a couple banjos and a banjo or two in this Rubens tuning. So I just transposed it. It seemed like with all the political strife and everything and stuff going on, listening to that tune was real helpful and calming. So hope you enjoy it. I'm going to try to do In the Sweet By and By on the banjo, Elizabeth Cotten style. And we'll play Cluck Old Hen on the banjo. Hen noises come naturally on the banjo. Funny story about this. My brother was learning this, the fiddle tune from Red Wilson, and he thought he learned it real good. He went back over to Red's house and played it for him. Red told him, "You need to work on your clucks." Yeah, work on your hen sounds. So this is kind of a version I put together, Cluck Old Hen. Yeah. This is the Cumberland Gap. So growing up right around here, Haywood County, there was is the home of team clogging, and there was still, probably when I was in high school, they used to have clogging teams in the high schools, kind of like they were. I was probably in junior high when that was happening. By the time I got to high school, I don't know if they still had one, but we played for a lot of the clogging teams, and they loved Little Liza Jane. They loved that old Dixieland version where it stops. Oh, Little Liza, back up, they could tap that out. So we played that about 1,000,000 times. And so I've been in this D tuning here, and so I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to come up with my own version of it on the banjo, kind of doing some of that up-picking. But if you're out there and you got clogging shoes on and a place to clog, and you want to clog, feel free. I wish I could hear you. I wish I could be right there with you. But we're here together virtual. So Little Liza Jane. best banjo pickers in the country, older gentleman still living, Lee Sexton, lives in Lime Fork, Kentucky. He was a coal miner, worked in the coal mines and then farmed after he retired. He's always saying he wishes he was back in the coal mines. He's just a great two-finger banjo player. Morgan Sexton was his uncle, as far as I know. But Trevor and I got to play with his son and hang around him up in Kentucky, and he's always got a good story and a joke. Probably jokes I can't repeat. But this is his version of Shady Grove. I just always love playing it. Lee Sexton's version of Shady Grove. Lee Sexton, Shady Grove. So I'm gonna try to fiddle one, Booger Man. He was one of those tunes that I was talking about earlier when I played the banjo on Probably Put the Kettle On. There's another tune that around Western North Carolina, I think, that they played, and you could really tell their stylings on the fiddle by the way they played this. And I learned this tune. My brother played this tune really well, but I heard this version I'm getting ready to play. There was a fellow that used to come and play guitar with Red Wilson when I lived in Burnsville, and he would pick me up in a Ford truck and take me over to Red's house. And most of the time he'd play guitar along with Red, and I'd pick the banjo. But one time he went to the kitchen to talk to Marie, and Red said, "Oh, you should really hear this guy fiddle." And he wouldn't play the fiddle for a while. Then right before he left, he grabbed Red's fiddle and played this. And remember that old Booger Man? So his name was Leslie Riddle, but not the Leslie Riddle that was connected to the Carter family. They called him Les Riddle, but it wasn't the Leslie Riddle that collected songs for the Carter family. That's also from Burnsville. So this is Booger Man. Well, the story about the Booger Man also was me and my brother, Trevor and I, spending the night with our grandma, Hazel Kirkendall. She would tell us if we weren't good boys, we didn't go to sleep, the Booger Man was going to get us. And I always imagined all this man coming down out of the woods. It looked like a booger. It scared us. But anyway, the Booger Man was another good guy around where we grew up. Thanks for watching. I wish I could see everybody's faces. Thank you. Good night. Good day.